What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Pusherman back here with another video for you guys today, and this is our new discussion on the channel here that's called Hard Reset, and it's really just bringing you updates about what's happening in the video game industry, in the video game world, and just keep you up to date to make sure that you know all the main important things that I feel like that brings a lot of hype. And so we're just gonna get right into it. So I've got some Division gameplay for you guys, so hopefully you enjoy it during this. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the Division 2. Now, this was just released by Ubisoft last week, and they announced it, but they haven't given us any gameplay or anything like that for it yet. But we do know that it's going to be coming out E3 2018. That's when we get the full disclosure and full gameplay and all that good stuff, like how they did for the first Division. Now, there's a lot of controversy going on about, well, there's another game that started with a D and they completely changed it, so now everybody's nervous about what Ubisoft will do for the Division 2. But I think with the feedback that they've been getting from the new 1.8 update, that's been incredible for the Division, and it brought back a lot of players. It also brought me back. And now I feel as if I think they're going to take that feedback and everything that they learned from that, and they're going to improve on the game and add on to the game to make it even better, not just completely revamp it. So for the month of March, the Division has been running some global events because it's their anniversary since the game came out. It's 2 years old, and the global events have been coming every week for the past month, and we have 2 knocked down already, and we're into the third one, which is the Strike playlist. And this is the time where you get your Predator's Mark, your Nomad, and the D3 classified sets. This is the one that's probably the most popular because the Predator's Mark and Nomad is pretty essential for the DZ, and is one of the main sets in the game. But you can make some cool D3 builds for the shield, and if you have the house, it makes it even better. Now, just make sure that you do go up to DZ9 in the top right corner checkpoint to make sure you get those ballistic shield resilience mods. You need 4 of them, and those are essential for the D3 build because it makes it even more tankier. Next, we're going to talk about Nintendo Direct that happened recently. We have some pretty big bombs dropped on us, but very subtly, I should say. Super Smash Bros. Has been announced for the Switch. We also got Bayonetta 3 coming out for the Switch as well. Now, this is one of the things that people who have Nintendo Switch consoles, this is the thing that they've been clamoring for the longest. And I feel as if every game should be on the Switch because it's so compatible. Everything is so compatible with it. But Super Smash Bros. For the Switch is going to be awesome. Now, the next topic that's coming up is something that I'm looking forward to greatly because of the fact that it is Overwatch and the new Hero 27, Brigitte Lindholm.
In stories, the heroes get the honor and glory, but their gleaming armor, their mighty weapons, the people who built them were heroes in their own right, and I thought I was gonna follow in their footsteps. But a hammer and tools can't fix every problem. There are some things that can never be repaired. It's not enough to wait until the battle is over to fix their armor and bandage their wounds. If you can fight at their side, you can try to keep the blows from falling and maybe even protect them from themselves. I am Brigitte Lindholm, and I will be their shield.
So there you have it, guys. Brigitte Lindholm is the new hero that's coming out. She is on the PTR now, but she'll be releasing, I think, either this week or next week. And I'm super excited because I like her kit. I like what she can do. And what I see her as is basically a tank or a support for the supports. So she is in the support category. And what I mean by that is, think of Reinhardt or think of a shield tank and how they act as the shield for the whole team. Now, I think for Brigitte, I think she can be a shield for the supports and kind of mitigate some of the damage that comes after them. Because you know the Genji, Tracers, they're supposed to go after this, go in the back lines and take care of the supports, the healers like Mercy and Lucio, or Zenyatta, who don't have a lot of mobility. Now, she can be there to mitigate some of the damage and be the protector of them, because she can also heal as well because she throws out armor like how Torbjorn does. She also has a singular shield, not a large shield like how Reinhardt does, but a singular shield that she can protect herself and also stand in front of some of the healers or stand in front of any other attacker to kind of mitigate some of the damage that comes at them. I do feel as if she still can be countered pretty easily, because if you bring enough heat onto her, like you say a Doomfist, or you bring a Sombra and she gets hacked, because we are in a new Sombra meta now, I do think she will have some difficulty. And as long as she's not by herself and she's with a team, or at least with another attacker, I think she'll be all right. I think she'll be fine. And also her ultimate Rally is really freaking good, because she provides a ton of armor and a ton of healing for the team, and it's a widespread healing, just like kind of like Transcendence healing, but hers provides armor, provides an extra boost to be able to go in there and really kind of take over. I think on 2 cap points she'll be really good for there. Also for pushing the payload, she could also be good there too, because it's constant moving. She can definitely run with some of the attackers to push ahead and really take care of some of the enemies. She can fit in. I think she'll be able to fit in just fine. Now, just for some other Overwatch updates, Hanzo is getting a new revamped system or mechanic for him. So he's getting a almost a completely new kit, just like how they did for Mercy for Ultimate. And basically, he's getting a lunge leap, and they're getting rid of the scatter arrow. So think of his brother Genji, how Genji has the double jump. Well, Hanzo has a lunge leaping ability where he can distance himself from enemies or get him in a better position closer to his enemies for his rapid fire shot. Now, as I said, they're getting rid of the scatter arrow, so you can't just aim into a 2 cap point or checkpoint and then just shoot the scatter arrow and annihilate 3 to 4 enemies. Now you actually have to aim, because it's a rapid fire shot, and I think it's like 6 to 8 shots per second, so it's really fast. But you have to have some type of skill into it, which is a good trade-off, because personally I think the scatter arrow was a bit too OP. But you can let me know how you feel down in the comments below, if you like this change or not. But I personally feel I like the change because of the fact that you now have to add some skill into it. You can't just shoot down into the point. Yes, I am a salty Hanzo. I am on the bitter end of it, because it always happened to me. But I feel as if it's a good trade-off, because now you actually have to aim, which isn't hard to do at all. If you're a Hanzo main, you already know how to aim with him anyway. So it's not really, you are skillful enough to use him and use that ability. But think of that lunge leap. Think of how much distance he can have apart from his enemies or the attacker that's coming after him or anything like that. He can get away super easy, and it gives him so much more mobility. That's great for him. And I say it's good for him because of the fact that now he can create that space in between him and his enemies. And coupled with that rapid fire shot, oh man, you can make some highlight plays, and it just looks so sweet. I think it's going to be really good for him. Last but certainly not least is what we have here is Fortnite, and it's coming to iOS and mobile. So now this game has already taken over the world. Now it's about to do it mobilely. This is huge, because I know the beta invites are already starting up now, and they're giving out beta codes, and they're allowing people to play now as we speak. So, and you're not only playing only on mobile, you're playing with everybody. You're playing against everybody. So it's PC, Xbox, PS4, you're playing against everyone. And that's really freaking awesome. Epic has a great game on their hands. Now, mind you, it was supposed to be a PvE aspect to it, but I think that's long gone from now, because the PvP aspect has taken over it completely. And Fortnite has taken over the BR genre altogether, because PUBG had the mantle for a while. But PUBG coming over to consoles has been very tough because of the patches and whatnot. And over on PC, you're dealing with a lot of people who hack the game. So it's kind of getting toxic. But you go to Fortnite. Fortnite is just straight up fun. And just think about the power move that they just made by bringing this to mobile. Man, it's going to take over. And just looking at the controls and how smooth it looks and how it feels being on mobile. I mean, it looks very good, because they have a joystick on it, how every FPS game has. or a shooter game, I should say, has it on mobile. And you can also switch through items by tapping, and they also have other controls on there. So it makes it really smooth for you to be able to play on mobile and competitively against people who use mouse and keyboard and controller. And let's just think about this from a business aspect for a moment. PC and console has a larger reach, yes, but mobile reaches out to any and everyone. The reach is so much greater. Like, mobile games is compatible for everybody because everybody can play on a phone or on a tablet, even little kids. So just thinking about this from a business point, they're about to gain so much revenue, and it's a free game. From aside from microtransactions and whatnot, but it's a free game. It's a free downloadable game. So they just made a huge move in the video game industry, period, because they just started a movement here. You're going to start seeing a lot of games start to try and do this now, to be able to do that on this type of scale of a game, because it's just great. It's just awesome at what we're seeing. And hopefully video games do move this way, because being able to play on every single console, because you can put a cell phone as a console as well, but being able to play on any type of device and then being able to play with others on other types of devices, it's phenomenal. Just if Epic ever wants to put out an IPO, just know I will be the first one to put some stocks in it, because they're gonna make bank. They're going to make bank. So that's all we have for Hard Reset, guys. So if you like this discussion, if you have anything to bring into it, comment down below, and I'm gonna try to bring these out a lot more. It's gonna be weekly, and it's gonna be at the beginning of the week, because everybody does roundups at the end of the week. But you do it on Monday, you have a topic discussion to go into and whatnot. You have something to talk about at your job, with your friends, or whatever. So I'm going to do these at the beginning of the week, Monday or Tuesday. Be on the lookout for them. So, like I said, if you got anything to put in, let's start a discussion on this in the comment section below. I'm Pusher Man. I will see you on the next video. Peace.